Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to cook the famous Banga soup originating from Delta State in Nigeria. Here is our protein. I seasoned it with seasoning, salt, onions and pepper. So I'm going to give it a good stir and then I'll put it on fire without adding water and I'll use a very low heat. So reason is that I want the meat to cook with its own water. This will give the meat a very nice texture and of course it's going to be sweeter. As you can see, my banga is cooking nicely, so all you need to do is wash it, put it in a pot and add water. When it boils, allow it to cook for like extra 15 minutes and it will be done. So while my banga is cooking, I want to wash my fish. So this is typical catfish that is gotten from the market. So you know it contains a lot of slime on the body, so I use hot water to help cut the slime. So when you use hot water, it's easier to wash. The slime will just stop being slimy, so you'll be able to use your knife or whatever you want to use to scrape it out. So this is just what I do. As you can see, it's easier to scrape out the slime right now because the hot water is very helpful. So this is just how I wash it. I'm going to repeat this for all the pieces of the fish, and then I'll cut off the wings, or what do you call it, the fins, because it contains a lot of bone. And then my fish is ready for cook. So here is my fish seasoned with pepper, onions, seasoning and salt. I'm going to cook it with low heat, and I will not have to overcook it so that it doesn't scatter in the soup. My pan fruit is ready and I'm pounding it with a mortar. I don't know if this can be done with a food processor, but this is our local way of preparing our banga. So you put it in a mortar and pound it until the meat scatters like this, and then we are going to wash out the juice from it. So this is just the typical way of washing our juice, our banga from the nuts, after pounding. So you just add warm water, not cold water, warm water, and then try to squeeze out the juice. Then you put it in a sieve and bring it out. So the idea is that you will not allow the chaff to enter into the juice you want to use in cooking your soup, the banga juice. Yeah, that's what I call it. I don't know the name. So this is just a typical way of washing it. Just add warm water and use your hand and whisk it properly so that the whole juice can come out. So when you're done, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to place it on heat and cook until it starts to foam, and then you start seeing red oil, your palm oil, floating on the juice or whatever. So just boil it, it starts to foam, and then when the oil starts floating on top, you know that you're ready to add other ingredients. So guys, this is what it looks like right now. As I said earlier, it's going to foam, and then if you see oil floating on top, I don't know if you can see it from here, it means you're ready to add other ingredients. So okay, you can see the oil there. We're going to, first of all, we'll be adding our periwinkle. To prepare the periwinkle, all you need to do is wash it. Most times they cut it in the market, so when you come back to the house, just wash it very well, put it on a pot and add salt, just salt. When the water boils, your periwinkle is ready. You don't need to cook it for too long because you still put it in the soup. So now let's add our protein. This is beef and cow skin. So we'll be adding it with the meat stock. So now I'll add my crayfish and pepper mix. I love to blend crayfish and pepper. It's my thing. I don't like putting it dry, so I think I'm being biased, or maybe I don't know, but I just feel that it makes, it brings out the taste of the crayfish better. So yeah, that is my crayfish and pepper mix in the soup. You can decide to pound it or grind it dry, whichever is your preference is okay, so far as there's crayfish in the soup. I'm going to be adding my seasoning right now. So depending on the quantity of your food, you should know the amount of seasoning to add. I'll be adding my salt to taste. So you want to be careful with the salt because you'll be adding your fish and meat stock. So you don't want it to be too much in the soup. Let's add the Banga spice. This is very essential for this soup because it gives it that unique flavor. So we'll be adding our Banga spice, and as usual, it depends on the quantity of your Banga soup. We'll now add our fish. Our catfish is now ready, as you can see. So you want to be careful when adding the fish so it doesn't break or scatter in the soup. So I'll be doing this very carefully. And when you put your fish into soup, you don't need to overstir it so that the fish will not scatter. This catfish is always very soft. So we're going to leave it to boil for some time. Remember, there is no time that you should cover this soup because if you cover it, it will not be thick. Yes. Oh, this looks so delicious. Just look at this deliciousness. Wow. So we'll be adding our bitter leaf, which is going to be our final ingredient. Remember to wash your bitter leaf. Don't put it like that, so it's going to be very bitter. So make sure you wash it very well and kill the bitter taste before you add it to the soup. So this will be our final ingredient, and our food is ready. So after adding your bitter leaf, just leave it for about 30 seconds and then our food is ready. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment box. This is our typical Banga soup. It's so delicious. On your face there's going to be watery. What the Yoruba people do, they put it in a kind of clay plate and then they cook it each time they want to serve so that it can be thicker. But for me, I just leave it this way. By tomorrow morning, this soup will be very thick. So let me know what you think. Give my video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Have a good day and bye.